Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
The reality is, Jade, is all morning and even late last night, I have been receiving texts and communicating with friends who are deliriously happy with the results. I have also been communicating with friends who are devastatingly sad. And I think it's important for this large audience to sit with that for just a moment and understand that's okay and that's normal to have those emotions. That is what makes a free society free, is the opportunity to express with great passion, also show up and vote. And the reality is it matters a great bit, and we know that. So I was thinking of 4 words, Jade, to challenge our audience and encourage our audience. If your side won last night, be classy. If your side lost last night, be hopeful. And if I could take those last 2 words, be hopeful, and challenge both sides of the aisle today, be hopeful, but be careful what you're hopeful in. I want you to be hopeful in you and your free will and your ability to achieve why you come to this show. And here's what you come to this show for: freedom. You come for freedom in your finances so that you can create the life that you want to create, that you can spend money on the things you want to spend on. You can solve the problems that you must solve problems in your life when they arise. You come to this show because you want to have an opportunity to climb the ladder, to make more money, to be able to do those things, to make the difference in the world through work that you desire to make. And you come to this show because relationships are hard and you want healthy relationships. Because if we don't have a healthy relationship, we have nothing. And so that's why you're here, and that's why we are here, is to help you get that freedom, Jade. So I want to give it to you.
That's why I voted for you, Ken.
Add your thoughts, because you understand this situation as well.
Hey, I mean, well put. Well, Ken, you were created for this moment. Very well put. I think it's an opportunity for both sides to just be magnanimous and be a good winner and a good loser, if that's whatever side you're on.
And begin today to focus on what you can do,
yes,
which is what we preach here. What can you do to make your life better? And to that end, we want to hit on some of the fundamentals here, because we believe that no matter who's in the White House, you can control the things that happen in your house and ultimately your life, Jade.
Listen, truthfully, the blueprint doesn't change regardless of who's in office. The good news is that what we teach is kind of based on principle, and principles don't change. And so the baby steps don't change. And so just a reminder, especially for those who are maybe new to our show, or maybe you just need to brush up because you've been freaking out in your mind a little bit. Let's bring it back for a second.
I like this.
All right. So baby step 1, you still need $1,000 saved. If you don't have it, get it. It's going to make you sleep better at night. You're going to be ahead of 56% of Americans if you get out and get that $1,000 saved. Baby step 2, let's start focusing on our debt. The lowest possible rung of that ladder is just to decide that you're not going to borrow any money anymore. And so let's not make the problem worse. Maybe you don't feel like you're in a situation to start paying it off, but at the very least you can say, well, I'm not going to borrow anymore. Okay. And then once you move past that step, start paying it off using the debt snowball. And then baby step 3, let's start saving up some savings. 3 to 6 months is what we recommend. That's a fully funded emergency fund. And let me tell you something, Ken, when you have that, then things start to get good. You start to feel a lot better.
That's that margin. That, by the way, that's where that emotion of freedom pops in with that emergency fund, doesn't it?
It does, because you kind of go, no matter what hits, I feel prepared.
Yeah.
Right? And so you have that preparedness. And then baby step 4, let's start investing. You start investing for the future. This is preparing you for a time when maybe you won't work, because that time will hit all of us eventually. So we're investing 15%.
All right. Hey, I got to jump in because you're the queen of this.
What?
I want you to give a real example. Maybe get your investment calculator. I didn't prep you for it.
That's all right. Come on.
Get your calculator, because I'm going to set a scenario up, because I want people to get this. What Jade's talking about is, let's say that you're in your early 20s, Jade. I'm going to give you a scenario. So take somebody early 20s.
Yeah.
Maybe they're fresh out of college right now, first job, first presidential election. Let's make it real.
Okay.
And they're going, what does this mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you go, come on, just pay attention to the baby steps right now. And they got a good job. And let's say that they have no debt. Or they're thinking, okay, if I follow what Jade says, I'm going to start entering. I'm going to start putting some money in.
Okay,
you
so-
create your own scenario of what baby step 4 really looks like for every American. You take it away.
Okay. So let's pretend. I mean, set me up better than that, Ken, because I don't know exactly where you're going.
Okay, I'm sorry. So let's say we've got a 27-year-old.
Okay, so I'll put 27 in the calculator.
All right.
Okay.
And let's say that they can put that they're in baby step 4.
Okay.
Or that they see, what would it look like in baby step 4? Let's put it that way. You're not there, but you go, okay, what if I could put away, let's say 15% on a salary of, I'm going to make this up. Let's say we're going to put away $2,000 a month.
$2,000, that's a lot.
All right, go 1,000. I told you, you're the queen.
Let's
$1,000.
Let's do 500.
See, this is why I defer to you. You're the queen.
Well, let me see what I'm going to base it on. I'm going to base it on the average salary, which is $67,000.
Like what you're doing?
And then I'm going to say 15% of that, which, because we take it off the gross, which is $10,000.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to divide that by
12 months. I love it.
And that's going to be $837. Right. So we'll do that.
There you go. And to be fair, I threw this on her. But
that's okay.
You see where we're going?
Yeah.
I want people to not just hear that. I want them to see what you're about to do.
The idea is that you've not had anything in retirement up until this point, and so you say, okay, I'm going to start doing that. And lo and behold, you retire with $4.1 million.
Okay, there it is. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. So the dream is the dream is alive and well.
All right, keep going. Baby step 5. I'm sorry, I interrupted
That's
your
okay.
rhythm, but I like that.
I like that. People need to see that the dream is free. The hustle is sold separately. You got to do the work. All right. Baby step 5. Now you're saving for your kids' college and you're getting them into education, which is good. Baby step 6. Let's pay off that home early, Ken.
Wow. That's
a real
a game
thing.
changer when that happens.
Yeah. And by the way, we have a really cool stage here at Ramsey Solutions.
Yeah.
It's the debt-free stage. And people come in and they tell us when they've become debt-free and they scream with, just that intensity. And half the time, they've also paid off their mortgage as well.
So true.
And so this happens every day. And then baby step 7 is living and giving like no one else. This is us prioritizing generosity because it's such a foundation of everything we teach here.
Yep.
Usually your why lives in baby step 7.
Come on. So here's what we want. Jade did a masterful job of laying out the fundamentals that lead to financial freedom. There's more. Our team has put together a great blog post. It's in the show notes, and here's what's going to encourage you. Emotionally, it's going to encourage you that no matter how you're feeling about who's going to be in the White House, you can take all that stress and worry and put it into steps to actually take control of your life. And we are here for you 5 days a week, cheering you on. Go get the blog. It's a deeper dive from what Jay just did, and it's going to really equip you, not just encourage you.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.